Good evening, and a warm welcome to our virtual open evening. My name is Theo.
My name is Katie.
And we are the head boy and head girl for 2020 and 2021. This is not how we hope to address you tonight. Normally we'd speak to you in a hall full of people, and we would have exciting opportunities for all of you to test out some of the different subjects we have to offer here, and you really get to immerse yourself in what it would be like to come to Aylsham High.
However, having said that, we still believe that tonight will be a wonderful celebration of everything Aylsham High is and everything we're proud of. I remember coming to the open evening 4 years ago in 2016, and I had an amazing time. I believe somewhere I still have a keychain that I made with the very fancy 3D printer we have in our DT department. The head girl and head boy spoke to us just like we are now, and they really showcased how incredible Aylsham High was. Although I remember being slightly alarmed by the amount of times they said class of 2021. In 2016, 2021 could have not felt further away, but in about 8 months' time, Theo and I will be getting ready to leave Aylsham High and begin to start the next chapters of our lives. I cannot believe how quickly the time has flown since year 7. Theo joined us in year 9, but we can both safely say how quickly high school has gone for us. Throughout my time at Aylsham, Donald Trump was elected president. We had 2 general elections. Brexit was our biggest concern for a while. We found ourselves in the middle of a climate crisis. And how could I forget a global pandemic?
Who knows what will happen in the next 5 years, but what I definitely do know is that sitting through this screen are a group of fantastic individuals who in the next 5 years will flourish and will hopefully remember high school as some of the best years of their lives. And we hope you choose to spend these years here with us at Aylsham High.
One of the things I personally love about Aylsham is how it's so much more than a school. You don't just come here at 8:50 in the morning and leave at the end of the day, having done 5 lessons and nothing else. You arrive at school ready for the opportunities the school has to offer for us.
For Katie and me, we've been so fortunate to take part in productions such as Sister Act and My Fair Lady. I cannot begin to tell you the confidence performing in these shows has given me. You're working with a drama department whose commitment to the cause astounds me to this day, and they want nothing more than to see you thriving under the spotlight. It's hard work, and the process can be grueling, but the results that come out of it are truly incredible.
The discipline, the drive, and the dedication we put into these shows is something which I believe cannot be taught in a classroom. It's these hands-on experiences, these incredible opportunities, which make Aylsham High so special.
And for those of you interested in sports, you'll find that high school offers a far wider range than primary. High school gives you the opportunity to try a variety of different sports, ranging from rugby, hockey, trampolining, netball, athletics, and cricket. And as well as teaching these sports in lessons, there are so many clubs, both during the school day at lunchtime and after school, which allow those with an interest in certain sports to do further practice. There are also the opportunity to compete for our school against others, which I have done on several occasions for rugby, cricket, and cross country.
Getting involved in clubs is a fantastic way for you to make friends with new people, which is one of the best things about starting a new school. You may just be coming with a few friends from primary school, and now you get to mix with like-minded individuals, which can be the start to incredible friendships.
On a normal year, the school also provides some truly amazing opportunities to go on school trips to some truly inspiring places. The most prominent of these being to Iceland, Berlin, Ypres, New York, Villarreal for those with an interest in football, and our ski trip.
These trips provide fantastic learning opportunities for students outside the classroom, and I can hands down say that I have truly benefited from them. I had the privilege of going on the Ypres trip, and it was sobering to see the graves of the soldiers who gave their lives for the greater good in World War I. I doubt before that I had fully understood the scale of the conflict, and I can say the trip opened my eyes to the importance of learning history as a subject.
Something else that I believe makes Aylsham High School such a wonderful place to come to is our values and our ethos. One that I believe is made incredibly clear to us is how success is defined. Success is not defined by your grades. Success is defined by your hard work and your dedication and the satisfaction of knowing you did the best. Of course, grades are important. If we want to get our dream job and get off the ground once we leave high school, our GCSE grades will aid us in getting there. But they're not what truly define us. What defines us is our attitude towards learning and the fact we tried our absolute best to get the grades we know we deserve.
On my first lesson with my chemistry teacher this year, he began with this quote, and I think it makes the point of what we're trying to say. It comes from the ex-basketball coach John Wooden, and he says, "Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you did your best to become the best you are capable of becoming." Thank you for listening to us this evening, and we hope we have shown you why Aylsham High School is such a fantastic community to be part of and why we enjoy it so much. We hope you have a lovely rest of the evening.
And we'll now hand over to our executive head teacher, Mr. Sport.
Can I just say thanks to Katie and thanks to Theo, head girl and head boy, for the class of 2021 for their wonderful introduction. This is their first live speaking engagement as head boy and head girl, albeit a virtual one. And I know that I would never have been able to speak with such confidence and maturity and clarity when I was in year 11. Katie and Theo are our most senior students, senior friendly faces and leaders of our class of 2020. We have incredibly high hopes once again for GCSE results this coming year, all being well if they proceed as planned, which we hope they will. And both Theo and Katie have both already secured some outstanding results in their GCSE options in years 9 and 10. They always work so hard and thoroughly deserve their success. It's always great for a head teacher to be able to showcase such fabulous students to people who perhaps are learning about our school for the first time, as well as those who know us well. Nothing speaks more loudly of the work a school does and its students and its staff. Hopefully you've got a flavour of this from our virtual open evening video and the other videos that we have made available as part of this process. Before I start my talk, it's worth reflecting that we find ourselves working under very different circumstances to normal as a result of the coronavirus. Under normal circumstances, we would be together in the school hall and then visiting the whole school and meeting teachers and students in person. You would also have been sampling different exciting activities in different subjects. Current constraints mean that we cannot do this, so we're here on Zoom and we have prepared videos to give you a virtual open evening experience. However, we've couched our videos and presentations in terms of what usually happens at Aylsham High School rather than what the current situation is that we face. Why? Because we prefer to travel in hope and to reflect what has happened this year on year at AHS rather than travel in despair for the current times. If the young people in this meeting choose to join us in year 7, it will be September 2021 when they start with us, almost a year from now. I'm confident that we will have moved on from our current challenges by then. It's important that we therefore reflect upon the things that we've done year on year, those things that are part of the DNA of who we are as a school, rather than the contingency plans we have put in place for a period affected by this global pandemic. That said, our students and staff have been amazing so far this year. We've done lots of work to try and minimise risk through new interim systems and processes, and it's been a privilege to watch our school returning to be a vibrant and caring community once again after the lockdown period. Most of all, it's been a pleasure to watch our teachers weaving their magic in the classroom and watching our students lap up their learning opportunities. So hopefully you have watched our various videos and presentations and they have given you a good insight into life at AHS. It is worth just quickly mentioning further opportunities to learn about more specific areas of the school's operation. Mrs. Garnham, our SENCO, and her assistant SENCO colleague, Mrs. Hayes, will be very happy to answer any questions relating to SEND during individual SEND appointments next week via Zoom. These will afford families the opportunities to talk openly and frankly as they would individually in person on a normal open evening. I know that Mrs. Blois has already been arranging appointments for next week. We are hugely proud of our reputation as a genuinely inclusive school. Similarly, we will be able to offer after-school tours of the school on a limited basis in the weeks following this open evening. We are prioritising those families who have not visited the school before, and any tours will have to observe national guidelines, our standard operating procedures, and our risk assessment. I know that Mrs. Blois has had some expressions of interest already. It may be that after having seen our video and had questions answered that you feel a tour is no longer necessary. That's fine. And if anyone hasn't made a request thus far, Mrs. Blois will be following up with attendees to this evening's event via email. When I finish my talk, Mrs. Blois will allocate you to your breakout rooms for the interactive question and answer session with different subject teachers and student subject captains where possible. You will stay in the same breakout room with the same head of house host. Our teachers and students will be moved from room to room. You'll be able to ask questions using the private message facility on the chat pad to the named head of house chairperson in each breakout room. We ask you to keep your microphones muted in these sessions. We know this will not be the same as on our live events, but hopefully we can answer any questions you may have. Most importantly, it will give you further opportunity to hear from our teachers and students. They are the greatest asset we have as a school. Our people are what make our community. I will remain in the central space should anyone wish for a virtual chat. So, I would formally like to welcome all of you to Aylsham High School and to extend a particularly warm welcome to those amongst you who will be our class of 2026. I know that 2026 sounds like an incredibly long way ahead in the future. That sense of urgency about the passage of time is perhaps something that only we adults really know about. Weeks pass in an instant, and we often look back and say, where did the year go? For a young person, a week is a long time away. Tomorrow is a long time away, and the end of this speech probably seems an interminable eternity away. However, I can assure you that your time at Aylsham High School will pass incredibly quickly. In no time at all, you will be in year 11, going to the prom and thinking about your next move on to college or to an apprenticeship or to work, hopefully looking back with fond memories on great achievements and opportunities grasped and friendships made. I would love for the class of 2026, when they are moving up to college, to look back on their time at Aylsham High School and think of it and remember it as an illuminating, enjoyable and fulfilling shared experience. Tonight, it's about getting a flavour of the kind of school we are and for the work that we do. I sincerely hope that you as parents and students will be impressed and want to choose us for the incredibly important adventure of secondary school. I believe strongly that we have a tremendous amount to offer in terms of high quality teaching and learning, a caring and supportive ethos, and as a genuine community school. Tonight, I will not be talking to you about what we have got. You will see that for yourselves on our videos, or if you come for a tour of the school. I'm going to talk to you about what we are, what we stand for, and the values that we hold dear. We believe strongly that every person is capable of success. We also believe strongly that everyone in our community deserves to be treated with respect. Another of our core beliefs is that hard work and embracing mistakes are the keys to success, not only in learning, but also in life. One must see mistakes not as failure, but as learning. Only by challenging yourself to do the difficult things will you truly grow personally and academically. Every child who comes to Aylsham High School is not seen as a 5-year project, years 7 to 11, but a lifetime labour of love. We're in it for the long haul. We want to help young people to learn what they need to lead successful and fulfilled lives, to be happy and capable adults and lifelong learners. School has a vital role to play in the development of character. It should help young people to develop the knowledge, skills, traits, values and characteristics that will allow them to take their place anywhere in the world and in any company with confidence, self-belief and conviction. It should also give them the resilience and determination to succeed despite setbacks. That is what we aim to achieve through our work here at Aylsham High. Our cooperative values underpin all that we do: self-help, self-responsibility, equality, equity, meaning fairness, democracy, solidarity, being together, honesty, openness, social responsibility, and also importantly, caring for others. So I would like to focus on 3 key themes tonight: enjoying and achieving in learning, working hard and challenging yourself, making a positive contribution to your community through developing character, becoming a leader, and thirdly, partnership and working together to achieve success. So let's start with enjoying and achieving in learning. Aylsham High School is a consistently high-performing and successful school where young people, no matter what their starting point, make very good or outstanding progress. I urge that if you like what you have seen or heard, you make us your first choice, whether you are from within catchment or out of catchment. Our curriculum is constantly under review to ensure that we can provide the most appropriate learning possible for our students. Our innovative and flexible Key Stage 4 curriculum helps to ensure that students are challenged appropriately and that they are able to follow a very broad range of subjects, including a strong academic core alongside of a vast array of creative and practical subjects. Whilst entries for creative subjects fell nationally, they remain very high at Aylsham High. The balance of choice and challenge is crucial for us. We won't sacrifice curriculum subjects to achieve league table success. At Key Stage 3, we look to offer the most appropriate opportunities for all of our learners and look to both stretch and challenge them. Our hugely successful Eagles group which works in a more nurture-based environment, has become an absolute strength of our school's work and is recognised both locally and nationally as a centre of excellence. Our Nurture Centre is 4 years old and still looks amazing. We are very fortunate to have a wonderful pastoral team which helps provide additional learning support to students at times of particular need or vulnerability. This includes having a dedicated social, emotional and mental health officer in school. Throughout the school, we ensure that the most academically confident are challenged through a combination of ability setting and also through quality mixed ability teaching. We also offer a broad range of small group and one-to-one work for those who need a little more support. Our learners enjoy their learning and achieve well, and we celebrate that success. Last year, I wrote hundreds of individual letters and cards of congratulations to students for achievements inside and outside of school. I know that they are appreciated. People need to know that their achievements are recognised, and young people flourish and thrive on our celebration of their success. Our students progress very successfully onto sixth form and college. Most go on to local providers, while some go on to win prestigious scholarships. A growing number are going into highly sought after competitive apprenticeships, often securing places ahead of students considerably older than they are. And many go on to Russell Group universities after A-level. Our focus is on ensuring that our students develop a strong core knowledge, on ensuring that they get the chance to deliberately practice and apply their learning, and also to ensure that they are given the chance to creatively express their knowledge. Never underestimate the power of knowledge and deliberate practice to helping you achieve excellence. As my deputy head colleague, Mr. Bridge, never ceases to state, repetition is the key to learning. Clearly by repeating it, he hopes that I've learned it, which I clearly have. Making a positive contribution. School life is, of course, about so much more than just exam results or what goes on in the classroom and in homework. The extracurricular and creative life of the school is what gives it its heart and its soul. It's what helps to develop the whole individual. Our sporting life is incredibly strong and our teams regularly achieve great success. Whether their passion is football, rugby, netball, hockey, tennis, rounders, athletics, swimming, gymnastics, dodgeball, skiing, horse riding, fishing, we will do what we can to support your child's development. Many of our students represent the school, North Norfolk and the county. We even have students who achieve on the national stage. Supporting these efforts is a central part of our ethos of celebrating excellence. In drama, music and the performing arts, Aylsham High School has a tremendous reputation for quality and success. Our 2020 musical production of My Fair Lady was incredible. I had to regularly remind myself that these were school children in the show. Such was the quality and maturity of their performance. This year's production will be the classic Joseph and His Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which I know will be spectacular. Students have already started their rehearsals, such is their dedication. We have a fine tradition in the creative arts, with students enjoying and excelling in both new and more traditional media, and a great reputation in the colleges of further education and higher education, such as the University of the Arts in Norwich. Our Young Chamber is a wonderful group that encourages entrepreneurial spirit and allows students to develop work skills and contacts. Our enterprise work is a major strength of the school. The Pencil Case is a thriving business run by our students for our students. And it is this spirit of enterprise that also runs through our school council as it seeks to raise money for good causes. Students also have ample opportunities to take part in trips, either one day or longer residentials. I know that my colleagues are itching to make these happen as soon as circumstances change. In recent years, our students have travelled to Villarreal for football, Italy and Austria for skiing, to New York for business and maths, to Ypres in Belgium to visit the battlefields and war graves, to Berlin for GCSE history, to the majestic beauty of Iceland for geography, to Derbyshire and the Lake District to study the Romantic poets, to Kew Gardens to explore incredible fauna, to Bude for water sports, and to the campsites of Norfolk for our annual and immensely popular camping trips. There were also countless theatre, museum and other local field trips. All of these trips, no matter how near or far, provide lasting and priceless memories and friendship to our students, and help to make their time at school special, to make it memorable, to give children those, do you remember the time we, kind of moments. Our house system is a source of tremendous pride and generates a spirit of healthy competition. It also helps to create a wonderful sense of community and belonging. Our vertical tutor groups, mixing as they do students from years 7 to 11, are a marvellous way to break down barriers between ages and stages and to provide support and peer mentoring when needed. We currently can't run those, but as I say, we look forward to September 2021 and having those back to normal. More and more, our students are being encouraged to develop their leadership skills, and our house and school councils provide a tremendous opportunity for this, as they'll do our excellent prefects. These leadership skills are perhaps the most prized of all by employers, colleges and universities. For me, it's crucial that our young people take the lead in the right way. Only when they do will they have a truly outstanding community. Our growing system of school captains will be, I hope, a source of inspiration to young students with strengths in particular subjects. What better than for a lover of physics, French, maths, English, history, drama, business and enterprise or art to aspire to be the school captains in these areas, or for a budding journalist or photographer to become one of our media captains when they reach year 11. More than anything, we believe that everyone has the right to feel safe and secure in school. When you feel safe, then you learn best. You enjoy your learning and success comes so much more easily. We expect high standards of behaviour and do not shy away from taking tough decisions if the learning of others is being disrupted or their safety is put at risk. Places at Aylsham High School are highly sought after and should be treasured and valued. I believe that if a youngster truly wants to be here, they will live happily by our rules and they will flourish. Those that do not follow the rules may well run the risk of losing their place in our warm, caring and supportive community. To me, this is crucial. Choosing Aylsham High School means choosing our values and agreeing to uphold our standards. Our code of conduct is made up of 3 respects that help to encapsulate everything we stand for. Respect for yourself. By that we mean you take pride in your appearance, you wear your uniform well, you behave well, you think about the language you use towards others, you take pride in the quality of your work, you turn up on time every day. You also show respect for others. You are caring, you don't disrupt the learning of others, you're not aggressive or unpleasant, and you don't bully or upset others. And we believe in respect for the environment. We're a large community of over 1,100 students and staff. We have an excellent facilities and we need to look after them. And we also need to think about our environment in the future. And we have a great eco team here really trying to drive that work forward. So respect for yourself, respect for others, respect for the environment. Now, we do know that issues will arise between young people and we will always do our best to resolve them. When these issues turn to bullying, we do not bury our head in the sand. Anyone who says that bullying does not happen in their school is in denial. It's a very real issue for young people, whether it's verbal, physical, emotional, or cyberbullying. The most important thing is to confront it head on. Our award-winning friendly faces are an invaluable asset to the school and they help us to combat bullying. Our heads of house, tutors, dedicated pastoral team, and all staff are relentless in their support of young people who need help. I too take a very active part in tackling bullying issues. All we ask is that young people talk to us. They must let us know. Then we can act. Then we can try to help them to resolve their problems and hopefully to rebuild their relationships. There is no miracle intervention, but we will keep going until we resolve things. The last thing I want to talk about is partnership. The most important thing is that we work together. The partnership that exists between home and school is crucial. The positive impact that you as parents can have working with us is almost immeasurable, both in terms of academic success and personal and social development for young people. Doing our pop quizzes with your child, practicing spellings, quizzing them on their learning, reminding them to do their homework, a particularly crucial area of partnership in terms of ensuring excellent attendance and behaviour. Now, if your son or daughter gets it wrong, we will work with you to help them put it right. We will not start by criticising you. When we get it wrong, and we will get things wrong, all that we ask is you let us know calmly so that we can work together to put things right. A constructive dialogue is absolutely vital. Our students must always know that we are a team and that one cannot be played off against the other. I know that the work we do in supporting parents through the process of transition to high school is second to none. With all of this in place, I know that our partnership with families has incredibly firm foundations. So, some final thoughts. What do I think makes Aylsham High School so special? Well, the students. They're so busy, so up for a challenge. So many of them have found their passion in life and enjoy it to the maximum. Many of them find their passion at school. It's a privilege to watch them blossom and grow into confident learners and individuals. What makes Aylsham High so special? The teachers and support staff and the energy and enthusiasm of everyone who works here. We are so lucky to have such a dedicated and caring team and a consistent team. Our turnover of staff is next to nothing each year. Our teachers stay and strive to be better and better teachers year on year. What makes Aylsham High School so special? The tremendous sense of community. When visitors come, they talk of a warm, friendly and purposeful atmosphere. What makes Aylsham High School so special? The opportunities it gives young people to succeed and the sense of the possible, of potential waiting to be realised that you feel as you walk around the school. I work here day in, day out with a tremendous staff, wonderful students and the support of tremendous parents and governors. I say this to parents every year. I would want this for my children. I would want them to enjoy the opportunities that Aylsham High can offer. I would want them to have the confidence and self-belief that our students take with them onto the next stage of their learning adventure. Now, I've said this in every speech that I've made for the last 13 years. My son started year 11 this June, and it is great to know that he's being taught by so many fabulous professionals, by my colleagues. My eldest daughter started year 9 in June and is thriving at high school. Looking at her timetable makes me smile. Such is the quality of the people working with her. And my youngest daughter started year 7 this September. She has loved her move to high school and is thriving. With my wife teaching in food and nutrition too, this is the one year where we will all be in the same place. There is no escape. It's great. As a school leader, they say you should seek to lead a school community where you would be happy to send your own children, where the quality of education is good enough for your children and therefore for all children. I'm endeavouring to put my money where my mouth is. This is a fabulous community to belong to. I hope that we have been able to do it justice through our videos and question and answer sessions. Enjoy the rest of this evening, and I hope that we see you at Aylsham High School as the class of 2026. Thank you for listening.